today at Manchester Theatres, it is my genuine pleasure to be joined by the multi-talented, insanely talented Ricardo Afonso. Yes, you are. Don't be modest.
That's a big one.
He is currently touring with the Addams Family musical coming to Lowry from the 12th of August. Now, Ricardo is known for being a vocalist in loads of different concerts across the globe, as well as performing with his own band. And many of us know him from lots of shows such as Ghost, Glory Ride, Jesus Christ Superstar, Zorro, the staged concerts, Carmen, Thriller Live, Top Hat, We Will Rock You. I mean, the list just goes on and on. So, Ricardo, it's my genuine pleasure to say thank you for joining us today. And the Addams Family, it comes with its own theme tune. Does any other musical do that?
Oh, thank you so much for having me. It's an absolute pleasure. What a start. Oh my God. That's
Your life flashed before your eyes.
Do you know what I mean? Just like that. Yeah, it's an absolute pleasure to be here today. And we are so looking forward to visiting Salford, obviously surrounding Greater Manchester as well, and the wonderful Lowry, which I absolutely adore. So it's a pleasure. We can't wait. We're finishing our run here at the Curve, Leicester Curve. We've been here for 4 weeks, which is our biggest stint. Apart from that, it's pretty much been a weekly event. 5 venues, that's all we're doing in our UK tour, and we can't wait to visit further north in the UK. Hopefully we'll get lots of people in, hopefully.
Well, we're glad that we're on the tour then. We're glad that we made it.
Absolutely.
So the Addams Family, the story, tell us about it, because Wednesday is in love, isn't she?
Yeah, well, for the people that might not know the show as well as me and you, I'm going to try and keep a little bit of a secret.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
it, as you say, it involves Wednesday falling in love right at the top of the show. So the stakes get high at the word go. And then obviously Gomez is faced with this challenge of holding this secret for himself or revealing it to the rest of the family. As many musical comedies, trouble will ensue straight away. And the show is written at a very high pace. If you like farcical events, laugh out loud moments, great songs, great characters, well, this is the show for you.
It is. Yeah. And you are indeed playing Gomez Addams.
Gomez.
I mean, he's charming, he's loyal, he's got family at the heart of what he does.
Yeah.
What is it like playing such an iconic character that lives beyond the theatre?
I gotta say to you, it was not a very difficult bridge to cross, because very much like myself, Gomez is a family person. I absolutely adore my wife, which he does as well. Morticia puts her on a pedestal and thinks the world of his sons, and especially his daughter, in my case, my baby daughter, which, by the way, she controls me and she has me wrapped around her little finger. How does a 3-year-old, almost 4-year-old, comes with the plans for that? But it's genetics. I don't know.
You come with a blueprint.
She rules the roost. And yes, and very much like the play as well. So Wednesday has father almost wrapped around the little finger as well. Weren't for his love for Morticia, and it's a difficult choice for Gomez to take. But yeah, this is the role that I've always wanted to do. I feel privileged to step into the shoes of names as Raul Julia, my biggest influence and research that I did for this musical. So it's an absolute joy and pleasure to be involved with such an iconic role, and such a fantastic, fun-filled role as well. He is, as you said, he's full of charm, full of suave, but there's also some pretty amazing comedy moments and some pretty outstanding songs written by Andrew Lippa. Amazing. And to top all of that off, I've got to do the tango. And that was a huge challenge with the amazing Alexandra Burke. So, I mean, it was an easy call to make, but one that I kind of, dreaded as much as I loved, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, because it's like a really physical role as well, isn't it? I mean, you say like you people might not realize that when they come to watch it, but you're given this dilemma where you're kind of in a bit of a rock and a hard place between, Wednesday and Morticia, but there's so much physical comedy and running around, and also while you're singing and doing a tango as well.
I know that he sets the pace of the whole show.
Yeah.
So Gomez's energy sets the pace of all the show. Obviously, we have wonderful Clive Rowe as the S Fester, and he has this fourth wall. He addresses the audience in a way as a narrator would, if you would. But I don't want to give too much away, because once you see the first time, you get hit by this wonderful magic. So but yes, Gomez does set the pace, and he has to carry that energy throughout. Knowing that I start the show at, let's call it 90%, I still need to carry on that energy, knowing that I'm going to finish with the tango. So yeah, it's a tough energy to pull out, but one that every single night just fills me and re-energizes me for the next show. It's wonderful. I feel very privileged and honored. Yeah.
It is. I just remember that the overriding feeling I remember from it was laughing. I just laughed so much.
I know. It's a joyful thing, isn't it? I mean, it's light, it's escapism. And today, we just need to turn on the news to feel not as happy. But it does fill you with joy and reminds you of wonderful, important things in life: love, family, caring, supporting. I think that's what this musical is all about. It is wacky, it is kooky, of course it is. It's the Addams Family. They don't follow the norm, but in the same breath, the values that they upkeep are something that the world needs more of. That's what.
Absolutely, yeah. And you mentioned that it wasn't too much of a big leap for you to go to Gomez. So now that you've been living with the Addams family, so to speak, do you start doing that thing, when you go, because like you said, they are quirky and they are kooky, but at the heart of who they are, they've got values. So do you start doing that thing where you're like, I can see that person in Uncle Fester, and I can see that person in Wednesday, like the people in your life? Can you start to make connections with them?
Oh, completely. And I told this to Alexandra. In many ways, Elice, my wife, reminds me a lot of has some Morticia traits for sure. And as I said, even my younger child, I know she's only not even 4; she's 3.5. But there's so much independence, like Wednesday has. And then I start thinking about things in the future, stuff to come. How am I going to react when my own daughter has the nerve to speak to me and to tell me the stuff that Wednesday is now saying to Gomez? So it does make you think. Of course it does. It is wonderful. I suppose you can't help but to take a bit of you when you go into, and I suppose you have to, when you go into a new production and a new musical. The more you embrace, the more you give of yourself, the more you take out of it. And yes, it's a joyful thing. Thank you. Yeah.
And I love that the show kind of questions as well, like without giving too much away, but like, what is normal? Like the Addams Family is seen as this, on the surface of this weird, kooky, but then you've got these other family that are in the show who are potentially supposed to be the normal family, but you don't find yourself identifying with them too much because of their values are just not good. And I think Morticia says something like normal is an illusion, and what's normal for the spider is
a calamity for the fly.
That's it. Yeah.
That phrase, that expression that you just named, is Lesley Joseph's favorite line in the whole musical. So we sat down in the beginning of the production, and our wonderful director, Matthew White, was asking us favorite moments, favorite lines, favorite songs of the show. And Lesley shared that you just said. But what is normal? Because yes, it's the ultimate question, isn't it? What you find normal for you might not be normal for someone else. And at the same time, what sometimes is easier to label at a family like the Beinecke's, which I think is what you're getting at, the other side, because what they stand for, they've come apart from each other. They are as you would say, a normal looking family, not as abnormal as the Addams. But what they stand for is incorrect, right? They don't speak to each other. They live in a world of lies. They don't share. They don't tell each other that they love each other. They keep secrets from each other. Everything that a family shouldn't do. Whilst the Addamses, although they go about it the wrong way, interesting way, but at the heart of it is this absolute connection to their roots and family. I mean, how many families do I know? None of it. That has a cemetery around their own property with all their ancestors. And I mean, all theirs. It's impossible. Obviously, but they see they see the logic in that. Absolutely, we want to keep our ancestors as close as possible. So it's that sort of stuff. But if you do delve into that even further, you see that's all based in love and support for each other, which is what I think the world needs more of.
Yeah,
Understanding, not judging, comprehending, compromise. It's great. It's a great
absolutely.
lesson.
Absolutely. And talking about the ancestors, I mean, again, I don't want to give too much away, as you said, but the historical detail that is in those costumes
Oh,
that covers such a range of time periods is, I'm just saying it because I want to make sure people take note and really notice all of the details that are in there because they're unbelievable, aren't they?
Diego Pritchard did an amazing. It's phenomenal. That's the word. And the drawings. I don't know if there's access in the drawings in the program. I believe, or maybe not. Maybe, but we had access to them when
Yeah.
when we all saw the set construction and all of that when we were introduced to the production. And it's an incredible detailed job that he's done. And he wanted to include different styles and eras in each of the ancestors. So obviously, ideally, would have hundreds, but production value
Yeah.
wouldn't allow that. Maybe with a CGI and a new Ropart, maybe a film or something, that would be possible. But yes, as you said, the detail and the construction of the costumes, the way that the characters move, everything. If it's a show that you have to see more than once. I mean, I'm being honest, and I've been in this production now almost 6 weeks since the beginning of rehearsals, and I'm still finding new things. So an audience member coming in and seeing that full whack, you probably won't be able to focus on all of it. So to watch it more than once might be ideal to just have a hold of those details. But there's so much love and so much understanding of what each character needs to be, and Diego has done an amazing job.
Yeah. And if you see it more than once, then you get to relive the amazing songs that are in there as well. I mean, they're just sort of pure musical theatre, aren't they? I don't even know what word. It's just like a feeling like you've got full disclosure that's just, oh, I love it. And
Dad, Moon and Me. Oh,
yeah,
this is great. It is great. Andrew Lippa is
yeah,
genius, isn't it? The word gets thrown about these days, but you can definitely apply it to him. Wonderful lyrics. It's the matching of the melodies and the lyrics that get me. That's what gets me all the time, especially when you meet writers and composers like Andrew Lippa. Gifted people. I mean, way above anything that I might write myself as a composer. It's fantastic. It's a great marriage. Understanding what the message needs to be, then matching that to the right vowel and consonants. It's just great. I love the songs, absolutely love them. Filled with mystery, some of them. Then the changes of styles that fit the characters. You hop from one song to the other, and it's like you're on like an odyssey of musical styles. They have a common ground, of course they do,
yeah.
because they have to. But they touch so many different styles throughout the show. It's fantastic. I'm a huge fan of the music. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's amazing. And what else is amazing that I wanted to talk to you about was so young people coming to watch this show who are starting out, a lot of young actors get so wrapped up in this idea of how many words they've got to say. I've only got this many words and they've got that many words, so that's not fair. I need more words. And they get so wrapped up in the acting is about the amount of words that you speak. If they came and watched this show and watched the character of Lurch, who barely says anything, yet is
Masterclass.
so capable of stealing every scene he's in. I mean, it is such an iconic performance, isn't it? And it really shows what acting is. It isn't necessarily about the word count.
Yes, definitely not on Dickens' case. He plays an extraordinary Lurch. Physical comedy is in his bones. It's fantastic, as you said. Definitely that you should not measure any actor or any part because of the size of the script or the size of the amount of interjections you have or the amount of songs you have. It doesn't. I don't view it like that. I don't at all. And and explained to young people in a way that if your commitment in your role, if you love what you are doing, and if you are committed to what you are doing, then they won't even feel that. I don't think so. If it is explained properly, I think yes, you are right. You shouldn't measure that. But deep down, I don't think that it'll be something that they would pursue. There's much more to gain if you fully commit completely at the word go without thinking of sizes of roles, how many times you're on stage, or this or that. And Dickon proves that right. They just Oh, there is I can't say anymore. I can't give any more away. Yes, but he does have a fantastic moment right to the end of the show.
It does. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, you have to go and watch.
Yeah, you have to go and watch. You have to go and watch.
I mean, the show is just, I mean, it's just, we've talked about so many things. It's full of so many paradoxes as well, and I love that there's this idea that you can be two opposite things at exactly the same time with equal, you can be happy and sad about something. You can be good and not good and evil. They're too stronger words, but you know what I mean? Like bad and good. You can be angry and sad. You can be completely opposite things at the same time. And there's this whole theme of this kind of paradoxical thing running throughout, isn't there? And I love it because it shows that that the Addams, they're not black, they're not white, they're sort of living in that grey area, and that's what just makes it so juicy.
Yeah, I agree. That's what got me as well, even fall more in love with this production. The song that Gomez sings, Happy Sad, gets me every single night. It does. It chokes me up every single night. And right at the beginning, when I started learning the show, I like to come with my show prepared. So I always do that. Some actors don't. That's my method. I come prepared on the first day so that I have, because first of all, rehearsal time was a short rehearsal time. And it will just help instead of a hinder if you just know your stuff. Show up, know your stuff. And yeah, so I struggled with that song in particular because I just got carried away with it was the lyrics, and then the fact that I just couldn't shake the fact that my daughter kept creeping into my mind, and imagining what she would say to me when the time comes that she said that she'd fallen in love and she's going to leave or get married or this or that, and how would that make me feel? And every single time that I was running the song or running through my lines, I got a little choke moment because of that. But yes, it's Andrew Lippa does an amazing job at carrying that song throughout. You do feel the anguish. It is okay still to feel happy at a sad moment, and the opposite. Sometimes they're so close to each other. Your emotions run high. That's why you cry when you're happy. It happens because your emotions are running high, and that's Gomez says that in Happy Sad. Why should I choose between being happy or sad? I'll take it both. I think it's wonderful. It's a lovely view on life.
Yeah, absolutely.
And not to despair. I think that's the other thing, isn't it? Just take it with a pinch of salt. It's okay. It won't be the end of the world. Just carry on going. You never know what's up ahead and stuff. It's that.
Yeah. That's this moment. You don't know what the next moment is.
Will be. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. It has been an absolute pleasure chatting with you today, Ricardo. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Karen. Thank you.
And we cannot wait for Lowry, for the Addams family to come to the Lowry. So
come say hi, please. When we're there, please come say hi if you have the chance.
Yes, I will do. Yeah, I will do. That'd be lovely. And you can catch it from the 12th of August. I mean, go along. It's the Addams Family. It is a glorious musical. So thank you so much, and we will see you soon.
See you soon. Bye-bye.
I needed to do the click.
When you're an Addams, that's right. You have a very special Tuesday night out with the Addams. When you're an Addams in one fight, you're obligated to the clown.